Peace. I am Spayd L7. I'm a poet and rap artist from Detroit, Michigan. Um, and I'm a part of the Set You Free Collective. What got me into music is, I would say my mom. I grew up with older parents, and so they were like really into Motown and stuff like that. So I guess as a child, I was able to recognize the way music made me feel. And I think being able to recognize I was able to create that feeling for myself, from myself, made me want to go deeper into like actually being a person that starts to write and execute it. And also just like the therapy that comes with it. Like music is very helpful when it comes to helping release emotion, getting to know myself better as an individual, and being able to connect with people through music too. It's one of the coolest vehicles to me. I started making music back in 2016, so I believe I was 20 years old, going on 21. So I did that like behind the scenes, like to myself, but like also with like another collective. And then 2020 is when I dropped like my first project, and I started actually putting music out for other people to hear. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan, 313, what up though, type vibes. I would say Detroit has a raw effect over my music. I think that there's like just a rawness that people from Detroit carry. It's a certain language that we speak, so being here and being raised within that, I think it really helped me just stay very connected to the culture. Like Detroit is very big on culture, and so it helped me stay in the lane to where I just felt comfortable with that rawness. Because sometimes everything don't have to be super polished. And it also helped me recognize that I also don't have to sound like the people that are from my city, because Detroit has a base sound. Like there's a generalized Detroit sound or whatever, and I don't really fit into that category. And so also it's kind of cool that I'm still able to connect with those other artists as well, and it just shows that Detroit can be multifaceted too. How do I feel my art is important to me and other people? To myself, it helps me with just remembering who I am. Music to me are like pictures, but in word form. So it's kind of like when I go back and listen to a song that I may have written, it takes me down memory lane, and it just reminds me of who I was at that time. And sometimes I might be experiencing a part of myself that I was experiencing when I may have written something, and so it helps me reconnect to myself, and it's very healing. As far as other people go, I've been told that I'm very influential just due to the fact that my music is very introspective. I spent a lot of time thinking about how I could be a better individual, and I like to really be transparent in my music and authentic, and not really hold back who I am. And I think that living in a world where like a lot of people are following trends and trying to figure out who to be, my music can kind of act as a compass back to yourself. Like, who are you for real? Before you take the time to overthink who you are or be somebody based off of what you see around you, who are you for just you while you're with yourself? So yeah, it's like influential or whatever. That's what they say. I don't want my music to impact the world. I want people to remember who they are. Like, I feel like before we got lost in the sauce, we were just aware of the fact that we are just all human. So I really want to erase the lines of separation in humanity and just bring us back together as people. Like, we're all the same. Like, we're experiencing like different, but we're all experiencing Earth. Like, we all live here on Earth. So just making people feel seen and heard, and just staying true to who I am too, and continuing to offer vulnerability, because I think that that brings people closer together than what a lot of people can recognize. Because even though a lot of people are not doing it, when somebody does it, people are paying attention to it, because that's that one thing that we have that connects us all, is the fact that we can feel, because we're not robots. So if I can flip the whole narrative of running away from your emotions and running away from the stuff that you don't want to feel and face and stuff like that. I think that'd be pretty cool or whatever. Get everybody in their feelings, you know, heal a little bit. Peace and love on some Bob Marley stuff. Cool Matata. Child Lion King.
I sit in my thoughts a lot. Lately, I do talk to God, because I know I got some stuff that's kind of festered deep inside it in my mind. Some stuff I'm holding on to that I need to leave behind. Feeling like I'm rushing and I'm running out of time. It's only one fate to the finish line. The citrus within the journey is sour like lemon limes. The fruit of my labor. Showing grab some sugar from my neighbor. Blessings, they start to flow when you switch up your behavior. Got in tune with the Savior. Now life is making sense to me, from complicated reflections to living in simplicity. No misery. My company is peace. If you ain't adding to it, then maybe you gotta leave. Attracting the people that make me feel as good as me. For life to open up, had to surrender on my knees. Take a dip within the seas just to see that I can float. Spirit taught me how to swim while I was looking for a boat. It's getting better as the days go by. Type shit.